Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We're back again here today at the only place that we always can be, and as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we're doing another unboxing and review. It is on none other than the icon, the legend, the dead man, the Undertaker. And the Undertaker coming out of the Ultimate Edition series here. This is a older figure, older Undertaker for sure. It has been out for a while now, but I've been wanting to do a review on it. It's a very cool attire, and we got a couple of different heads with it and some other accessories. So, want to jump right into it and do what we do best here. Of course, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to take this figure out at some point, but first, we got to go front, back, side to side, take this figure out, then take it for a ride. We're going to go over the packaging. We're going to go over a little bit of that, a little bit of this. We're going to do what we always do here. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Across the top of the packaging here, you do see Undertaker. His name is there in case you didn't know who you're looking at. Big viewing window below that for Undertaker, his accessories, and all his extras. Below that, we got the Ultimate Edition WWE logo on top of that. And below that, we have Ultimate Articulation for authentic posability, as always, with these Mattel Ultimate Editions. So, we're going to do what we do here, and we're going to spin it off to the side. On the side here, nice picture of the dead man, nice picture of the Undertaker there with the WWE logo up top, Undertaker logo at the Undertaker across the very bottom as we spin it back around. On this side, we do get Undertaker yet again with the Ultimate Edition logo there. We spin it around to the back side looking really nice here. Love this picture up top with the Undertaker, with the flame and everything going around there, those little, those little torches that he would come out to. So very cool there in that photo. And of course, the picture there displaying what you are getting in the package here. So the same Undertaker that we are reviewing. Across the center there, Ultimate Edition logo, Undertaker yet again. Below that, a nice picture of him giving the choke slam to his brother Kane. Oh, God, what a brotherly rivalry we have on our hands here. Of course, we're going to read down the stats to you. 6'10", Death Valley is where he's from. Tombstone, the finisher, WWE Champion career highlights. Down the bottom here, we got a nice blurb for you guys. A superstar who defined WWE for exactly 3 decades. Undertaker spent his career taking souls and digging holes. The dead man commanded respect and fear, using mystical mind games before he destroyed his victims. After all, anyone going toe-to-toe with the Phenom would soon rest in peace. And again, guys, Mattel doing a great job on these. I love this figure. Love this whole packaging and everything here. Love the Ultimates. So I'm very excited to go over this one with all of you. And of course, that can only mean one thing now. We've gone over the packaging. We're going to have to jump to the inside. Jump on to what is actually going on with this figure. So give us 1 second here. As always, we're going to do a little snap of the fingers. We'll be right back with the Undertaker out of the package, ready to go over all of his accessories. And we're going to have to do what we always do, right? Give it a little rating, see what we think. We'll be right back with The Undertaker after this. All right, guys, we are back. We've got The Undertaker out of the packaging here, and this is really cool. I do love this figure a lot. I am glad that we are doing this review. I also do already have a complaint, though, and it's going to be a good one because it's something that, unfortunately, we shouldn't have to deal with, but occasionally it does happen. And I think this figure was prior to the factory change. This is the original release of this figure, as I do know they did re-release this Ultimate Edition, I think at some point, if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure they did. So this is the original release of it. And yeah, so we hadn't had the factory issues at that time. Hopefully, not a sign of worse things to come, but we'll get into that as we go here. So real quick, we're going to just show you these. These are the elbow pads that came on the Undertaker. They were kind of like all over the place. They weren't accurately on there. This one should be more centered, and it just seems like the elbow pad piece is like kind of just not right, where this one's kind of more on the center and this one's more like along the other side. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's not lined up properly. At least it doesn't feel that way. So I took the elbow pads off anyway, just because I think he looks a lot better with them off, getting to be able to see, all the tattoos and everything there. So we'll throw the elbow pads back in the packaging with them when we put this one back, but leaving the tattoos out to be displayed, which I like a lot better. Going into the head scans here. First head scan, we've got typical Undertaker, kind of just like a stern looking face. Got a little smudge on the side of the head there, which kind of sucks too, but who knows? We actually might clean that up. This one might wind up on the MERCARI. Who knows? We will see. But that head scan to be decided. This one I love. This one's really cool. The tongue out Undertaker, very much Kiss style, very demon style Undertaker. So I like this a lot. This is very cool. And the dead man looking great there with the tongue out and the eyes rolled back and the hair going down the sides on both sides, and of course down the back side there as well. Then we get into this accessory, which is really cool. His cloak, his jacket. I did not realize that it had this extra piece on the back, this like free-flowing, more of a soft good style piece here. It's very thick, very, very thick piece of fabric, but it's definitely soft good style as opposed to the rest of this jacket, this cloak, this entrance jacket, whatever you want to call it. It's very hard rubber like most of them. I mean, at least this goes on a little bit easier than some of the other ones. We can clip this actually together maybe and make it look a little bit better when we go to display it back in the package. But I do like these harder rubber jackets and stuff for certain attires, certain pieces. So this is nice. I think it makes it look a little bit better than if it was all soft goods. You get a lot more detail, obviously, on that front chest clasp there that goes, side to side to keep it closed. And then you get the shoulder pieces, shoulder pads, if you will. And I like that there with the buckles and the little rivets and all that. And then you come to the back and get a little bit more of the same. Some very cool detail on that. I like that a lot. But it's very nice. I like that. The way that they did this. It's a nice piece. Definitely nice to get with the Undertaker when you get these like jackets and stuff. A lot of the elites had come with them over the years, so it's very cool when you're collecting eras of the Undertaker and the jackets and so many different attires that are actually available, which is crazy to think at times, because a lot of people, I think, remember the Undertaker for what would be his final, Dead Man run. He was very much the same through a lot of it. Towards the end, the later years, things did change a little bit here and there, and of course, he has a much more updated, newer look in today. So very cool. I hope that we can get something like that. We did get that kind of like modern badass Undertaker back in, I think it was like Elite 105 or something like that, 106. So I do want to add that one to the collection as well. But we're going to get into the Undertaker figure here and the other head scan that's on it off the rip. This one is very nice. I like this one a lot. The lighting is actually kind of hurting this. It looks a whole lot better in person, but with the way the hair is sitting here, it's kind of hurting the look. But if that gives you a little bit better idea, the hair when it's in front of the face there and the way it catches it on camera, it looks a lot more like you get it on this side where it kind of looks like it's not really the Undertaker the right way, but over here you can see it's a little bit better once you get the light on it. So it is a great figure. We could actually even put that little strip of hair there off to the back, or we can bring it back around the front, either way. But I like this head scan. It is very nice. The hair all going forward, as you can see, split at the back, going all around the front. Nice head scan, something different, definitely enjoyable. Then we come down to his attire itself. This like vest style, jacket style, like top is very cool. It's got a lot of detail to it with these clasps and crosses and X's and, these little buckles and garments and all these little things that we got on here. So these little rivets that go through the side here on the shoulders, really giving it some extra detail, which is nice. And then we go into the tattoos, and that's why I said, I wanted to really take those elbow pads off. I think this was a lot better. And give you a better look there. There we go. Mattel does what they can do. Even back in the day, I remember when we used to get the Undertakers, and I'd always be like, are any of these tattoos like actually legit, other than the fact that they always did like the red one there that you're like, all right, well, that's got to be pretty much on point, but who knows there. In the hands here, we do have two open fist hands, two like grabbing hands. He does come with other hands, obviously, but as you know, we never go over the hands on the channel. And we do get a little bit more of, like I said, this vest top here, as you can see, going into his signature style tights with those clasps and those X's on them all the way down from about the waist. Let's see if we can get that a little bit better for you. There we go. Going from the waist all the way down to above the boot. And you get that obviously mirrored on both sides. And then my gripe here, guys, my complaint was the boots. So if you look down at the boots here, I don't know if I can give you a better shot. Maybe you guys can see that a little bit with the feet. But this shoe here, this foot is bent out. It's not right. It's not on the peg. It would have to be probably heated up in some water, some boiling water, or with a hair dryer. I'm trying to push it back on and trying to clasp it, but it is not going to get back on there. So, I mean, of course, this figure is going to go back into the packaging, so it's not really going to make a big difference for me. It'll be, you know, displayed as it was. You won't even realize it once it's back in there, but it is a little unfortunate. Kind of the same situation that I had with a Seth Rollins Ultimate, and it was not the Amazon exclusive, but his regular Ultimate Edition, the first one that we received. Again, it was the original style. It was not the greatest hits that they're about to come out with again, but it was again, just a complete crazy mishap. I don't even know how it's possible. I took the figure out, and his hair completely removed from the head, but it is not, you know, one of the newer style models where it has interchangeable hair pieces. So it you know, completely separated from the mold. And again, I'm keeping the figure for myself, so it didn't really matter. I put it back in the package, and it's in there just as it was until I take it out again. I will either forget about it, or, you know, it will be remain to be unseen. But it is a little weird that we do have some of these problems. And of course, somebody like myself, and maybe for you guys that are buying new and opening because you're loose collectors, I'm sure you're finding it out firsthand more than anybody else. But for somebody like myself doing the videos that we do here on the channel, it does come as a little bit of discouraging, you know, when you get those figures that you spend all that money on and they're not accurate or they have something wrong. And again, issues do happen, mistakes will be made, but it does become a bit of just at what point do we get that quality control under control? So that's something that is to be seen, and we will see what happens as these figures continue to be produced and continue to hopefully get better in the fact that they have somewhat been getting worse. So hopefully we will see a turnaround and some better quality control management as these future months are upon us, especially with all the figure reveals that will be coming very soon with WrestleMania weekend. Not too far away. It will be here in a blink of an eye. Before you know it, we're about to be out of February, and just like that, March will be here and gone. So, as always, guys, I do appreciate you all for being here for another unboxing and review video. And, you know, if you haven't already, get over to the channel, hit that subscribe button. From there, get down to the description of this video. Check out the MWC family, the community, our sponsors. Get over to all their social media platforms, you know, join, subscribe, all that great stuff. They will be so happy that you did. And they're a bunch of great people, so you definitely want to check them out. And again, if you haven't done it, make sure you get to the comments of this video. Let me know what you think. Do you like this Undertaker? Is it one that you will be adding to your collection if you haven't already? Will you pass on it? What do you think of this Undertaker here? Give me a comment below and let me know. But as always, guys, for the Undertaker and for all the figures that you see here on the channel at Matt's Wrestling Collectibles, the only place that we always can be. Until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.